Is New York City's vaccine mandate causing disruptions? Even as vax rates soar, thousands are now off the job for non-compliance. The warning from the city about fake sick calls.
The clouds move back in. Any chance for some rain? We'll show you what to expect by morning.
Regina Comet takes flight off Broadway. We're backstage at the buzzy new musical. This is News 4 Now for November 1st. I'm Adam Cooperstein. And on the very first day with the city's vaccine mandate in effect for workers, the vax rate is way up to 91%. But thousands of police officers and firefighters are now off the job on unpaid leave. Friday was the deadline for city workers to show proof of having at least one dose of the COVID vaccine. As of Monday morning, 9,000 workers are on leave, less than 6% of the total workforce, and 12,000 unvaccinated employees have applied for medical or religious exemptions, which means they're going to get weekly testing until their exemptions are approved or denied. There were reports also over the weekend about firehouses that were forced to close due to staffing, but the fire commissioner denies that and called members who are staying home on purpose irresponsible. The mayor also said those alleged sick calls are unacceptable. Union leaders, however, continue to say they only had 9 days to make the decision, less than other departments.
It's very impactful, and we needed more time. That's all we were trying to negotiate, more time to make these decisions, just like the de Blasio administration gave every other organization, every other union in this city.
So there's a 1 in a million chance of passing from COVID right now. The rates are going down. We all know that. Why this is being forced on us is on everybody. It's just, we believe it's a political thing. De Blasio wants this done by the end of his term. And as we all know, the third wave of COVID's on a downswing. There is no urgency right now.
Union members went on to say that firefighters who do comply with the vaccine mandate may be looking at an 80-hour work week to cover others, but the mayor is standing by the mandate.
This mandate was the right thing to do, and the proof is in the pudding. We now see it worked, because we're all connected, and we have to get out of the COVID era together, and these mandates are the way forward.
The mayor says more than 3,500 workers got vaccinated over the weekend. The entire workforce is about 378,000. Unions are still pushing for that weekly testing option. Now to a terrifying crime in Brooklyn where a deli goes up in flames when a man tosses a Molotov cocktail inside. It was all caught on shocking surveillance video. Police say this happened early Saturday morning in Bed-Stuy, and you can see the deli counter ignite. Workers start running to escape. Outside the deli, video also shows a stranger stepping in and stopping the attacker from throwing another Molotov cocktail inside. 38-year-old Joel Mangle was arrested and is now facing several charges, and thankfully no one was seriously hurt. Election day is almost here. New Yorkers are voting for a new mayor. By now, we already know where the two candidates stand on the issues, but how about their personality?
4 breaths in from your stomach, and then 8 breaths out.
Democrat Eric Adams believes in the strength of wellness, specifically breathing exercises. He says they're great stress relievers for mind and body. He wants them taught in public schools, in fact. Adams was on the campaign trail Sunday, and so was Republican Curtis Sliwa, who is known for leading the Guardian Angels and the love that he has for his more than a dozen rescue cats.
You have a person like Gandhi, much better than you or me, who said the way you treat your animals is a sign of the way you treat your people.
Sliwa keeps those cats in his studio apartment, and part of his campaign promise is to be just as caring for New York City's homeless and those with mental illness. Early voting in the city is now over. More than 169,000 people cast their ballots early.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa, and we welcomed November on a pretty quiet note. High temperatures were pretty close to average, a little gusty from time to time, but we did end up with a lot of sunshine. So as we get you ready for the evening and the overnight, clear skies don't last all night. In fact, the clouds will be on the increase by tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures feeling chilly despite that cloud cover. So we're already going to be down into the 30s by tomorrow morning, north and west of the city, 45 for the city, 41 in White Plains, Long Island and down the shore staying in the 40s. But by tomorrow night, some of these areas north and west of the city, the Hudson Valley in the 30s now, will be dipping down below freezing. So we're going to be starting a cool week ahead.
As blockbuster musicals like Hamilton and Wicked continue to stage comebacks, there are plenty of smaller new shows making their off-Broadway debuts. And New York Live goes backstage with a look at one musical that'll have you humming a jingle all the way home.
What do you get when two nobodies with the dream of writing a hit song come together with one pop star on the hunt for the perfect jingle? You get yourself the new off-Broadway musical, a commercial jingle for Regina Comet, and today we are catching up with the show's creators and stars. For an entrance, I am here with the show's creators, Alex and Ben. I had such a great time in this audience. Let's just set up the show for everybody because this is your baby. You created it and you star in it.
So a commercial jingle for Regina Comet starts with these two no-name, nobody songwriters who write commercial jingles, but we haven't gotten our big break, and we sort of get the opportunity of a lifetime to write for a pop supernova named Regina Comet.
It's about how these three characters bounce off each other and they each have this life-changing moment over something so tiny and insignificant as a commercial jingle. It upends their lives through a lot of humor and a lot of high stakes.
I'm so curious about your relationship because in the show we see these two guys and they've been best friends since they were little. They went to camp together, and I'm watching like something of that has to be true for the two of you.
Yeah, we've known each other for almost 20 years. We grew up together in Cleveland, Ohio.
Even though we're 19.
Exactly.
Yeah, which it's shocking.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
And we've been through so many different stages of life together. And so when the pandemic happened, we wanted to write about friendship, and we wanted to write about creativity, and we wanted to write about how people reinvent themselves when they're faced with what feels like a dead end, and how those can actually be opportunities. All things that I think Ben and I have experienced.
Talk to me about Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow is a theme within this show.
Well, we both love Barry Manilow, but we talk about him because he was the jingle writer who got out. He was the one who took it to the next level.
Gina's waiting for you.
Yes, she is.
So come over to the TR2.
You guys are the best. This was so much fun. I really hope everybody comes and sees your show.
After a pandemic pause, a city Halloween tradition is back in a big way. News 4's Jessica Cunnington has a look at how New Yorkers celebrated Sunday night's Village Halloween Parade.
You could say it's the fun of Halloween.
Yo, this is everything. Happy Halloween, everybody.
But really,
I love New York.
There's just something about this day down on 6th Avenue that brings out the wonder.
Excitement and adrenaline, and this is amazing.
The talent and creativity of New Yorkers being whoever they want to be.
Send any magician over to help me out.
The Village Halloween Parade is back for its 48th year. Thousands of people waiting 2 years to be able to be back here after COVID canceled it for the public last year.
A lot of energy, it's a lot of smiles. I love the parade because it's an expression of your creativity, different ethnicities, demographics, different ages, everyone's inner child comes out tonight.
6th Avenue alive again with creatures marching and
We want a trick and we want a treat.
Spectators
Godzilla!
Who don't want to miss a thing, especially those who came from far away.
You want to know something? We feel extremely lucky that we're here to experience it with the New York people.
Performance after performance, a street runway to show off months of work on costumes. The magic is back, and that's all the parade's director wanted.
I want to see all the real boys and girls of New York out on the streets playing together.
What a night. And even though the parade is all wrapped up now, they're taking down the barriers here on 6th Avenue. You can just see and feel that the energy from tonight is going to stick with New Yorkers. In Greenwich Village, I'm Jessica Cunnington, News 4 New York.
Thank you so much for joining us on News 4 Now. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.